Okay, so this one's coming from a new subreddit. I found one that's called r/advice.
Okay.
And it actually has like 1.1 million members.
I was going to say it's not new. It's new to us.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we haven't
Okay.
read any from this
Okay.
subreddit before.
Mm-hmm.
I recently discovered it. I was going through. This one was posted 3 days ago. All right. 10,000 upvotes.
Whoa.
My husband won't wash his hands after using the bathroom at home.
No.
Well, the title says it all. I've put up with a lot of my husband's little quirks, but it all came to a head yesterday when my husband dipped his finger into my freshly cooked mashed potatoes after going number 2.
No!
This would not have been a problem if my husband would just wash his meat beaters after going to the bathroom. My husband seems to think he only has to wash his hands if he uses a public restroom. He is trying to gaslight me into believing this is completely normal and that I am the crazy one for washing at home. Please give me some advice on how to approach this with him in a constructive way. This isn't normal, right? We all wash our hands at home too, right? P.S. I did not get to enjoy my beautiful mashed potatoes and have been in a sour mood ever since.
This is divorce worthy for me. We're starting off strong with the D word. My advice is show him this post. Show him this podcast, actually. I'm sure you showed him the results of all of the commenters.
So
You must have.
yeah, so top comment, that's fucking wild. I'm sorry, question mark, question mark, question mark. And then OP replies, totally not normal, right? And then another person replies and says, he absolutely 100% has fecal matter on his hands. I'm really glad you decided not to eat them. That is disgusting. Here is a link. Toilet paper is not a barrier between your hand and the feces, even a little bit. It is just to remove the waste from your back end. You absolutely every time get it on your hands. For the love of God, find a way to force them to wash. Then disinfect your house because it is everywhere. That is disgusting.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine it everywhere in the house, literally. Why'd you start off with this one?
The second top comment. Next time he's making food, shove your hand up your ass and then into his dish. Then quote, what? It's not like it's a stranger's shit.
I'm in my own home. I don't need to wash my hands. The fact that she's even like questioning, she's like, it's not normal, right? Right?
Right?
Like he's gaslit her so hard to the point where she's even questioning herself.
Yeah. Had to come to Reddit for advice.
That is absolutely insane to me. My brain can't comprehend. How did you marry a man-child? Like a literal man-child?
That's is this worse than the shower stompers?
Yes. No, I think this is.
This is.
The shower stompers, I feel like, or what are they called? The poop stompers. Is it called shower stompers? Whatever.
The stomping waffles?
The waffle stompers?
Waffle stomping in the shower?
Was that even from our podcast? I don't think
so. I don't think we read that story. No.
But I think they were probably like raised in a household that everybody just did that. Which, I mean, this guy could have too. But like, I don't know.
Probably. No. Literally though, where would he pick this up? It would have to be in his family household growing up. If your parents didn't do that and they washed their hands after number 2 and they instilled in him as a child to wash your hands every time you go to the washroom, he would wash his hands. So obviously this was something that was never taught to him, that he had to wash his hands at home.
Yeah, I would think so. I feel like with the waffle stompers, that one like never really gets discussed with other people. But I feel like
right, that's like a little dirty secret.
Yeah,
washing your hands. But like, I have questions though. Like, I guess it's only in his house. So like, has any guest ever noticed when they come over for like a game stand or something that he'll go off in the washroom and they just never hear the tap?
I mean, I don't really pay attention to that stuff.
Like, if the washroom's close enough to the living room, you hear the flush and then you hear the tap turn on. I noticed those
our
things
living room
sometimes.
is pretty close to our washroom.
Yeah, and I hear when you go to the washroom and then 2 seconds later the sink turns on.
Okay, but you're saying when people come over, you pay attention to that? Because
no,
I definitely
not
don't.
that I pay attention. It's just something
You
that
would
I
notice?
have noticed. Yeah. You've never noticed that?
No.
Like when the washroom that's at your parents' house, it's like right by the front door. And if I'm sitting
Yeah.
on the couch, like I can hear the toilet go and then I can hear the sink turn on.
I don't know. I just don't. I actually don't tune into that.
Huh. It's just, I guess it's just a thing for me. I do want to say though, because like me as a guy, when I go to the washroom, if I only go number one, I don't actually, do I or don't I actually technically need to wash my hands? Because hear me out. Hear me out.
No, I'm going to stop you there actually because I don't want to hear you out.
No, you have to hear me
No,
out.
but I don't want
No,
to.
I'm going to talk anyway. Okay. I just pulled down my pants. Doesn't go anywhere near the toilet. And then I pull up my pants. And that's all I do when I go number one. And I still have this urge to wash my hands every single time.
Okay, good. You do, right?
I do. I never.
Thank God.
I never don't.
You scared me.
Yeah, I will feel gross. But if you think about it, all I did was lower my pants and pull my pants back up. My hands were never near or touching the toilet. So therefore, my hands could technically be clean. But I still feel this ick that I need to wash my hands.
Good.
Yeah.
Let me one up you and
Okay.
say you should go a step further and wipe your pee-pee off your pee-pee. Please. Please. No. Okay. I'm sure every woman, honestly, probably everybody listening could probably agree that it's a little bit gross that it's not normalized for men to not wipe their dicks after they pee.
I could kind of agree with that.
Because it's still dribbles. There are still dribbles on it.
Sometimes.
Why are you just pulling up your underwear? Your underwear is full of urine. It is. If you put it under a microscope, like under those scientific, there's gonna be urine everywhere. I'm telling you.
Okay, we're starting off really gross, but like, if you're a guy, you understand this, or maybe this is just a me problem. But like, sometimes you go to the washroom and you're done and stuff, and then like when you stand up to put your underwear on, like a little more than a couple drops come out, like
That's disgusting.
like 9 drops or something, and you kind of feel it, and you're like, fuck, I got off the toilet too fast.
That's disgusting.
But I know where you're coming from.
Okay.
Because late at night, it touches you sometimes. I would just like to preface where I have started doing that. I have started dabbing. Sometimes the toilet paper gets stuck on the tip.
I wonder why.
Because it's wet.
Because it's fucking wet.
Yeah, but I've started doing that, especially if I get up in the middle of the night.
Oof. Okay.
Do you want to elaborate on why you think it's so gross?
Okay. Well, one is just gross in general, even if you're not touching me with it.
Yeah, but like, how did you ever notice this to become a thing?
Well, Denver spoons me in the middle of the night, and when he goes to pee, guess what? Guess where it freaking ends up? All over my back.
And not your back, just
my
your
butt. Whatever.
Some of you might wonder, how does it get to the pajamas?
Okay.
I don't wear pajamas.
Or underwear for that matter.
I free ball it in the middle of the night.
Yes.
That's how I'm most comfortable.
We're getting way too personal now.
Way too personal.
That's gross.
So this
You're
is
gross.
But this is absolutely disgusting. And then he has the nerve to come put his hands in the mashed potatoes. I would have like thrown the fucking mashed potatoes in his face. I would have like threw the bowl at him.
You're
disgusting.
Done. Yep. Jesus. Starting off very strong.
Do you think he's delusional? That it's no big deal?
I would. Yes.
Have you ever seen the videos of fecal matter of what happens when you flush and you don't shut the lid on the toilet?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that.
I've started a new habit. You never did before.
I never did before, but like the last 2 years, I would say I've closed the lid.
Did you ever even close the toilet lid before me?
No, never.
Yeah, see, I always, my mom growing up, very instilled it that like the toilet lid gets closed when you're done using it. You never leave the toilet lid up, toilet seat up. No,
Yeah,
toilet lid, not seat. Toilet seat. And I always put it down. It bugged me at the beginning, but you adapted really quick, so good job.
I did.
Good job. But now we've started where like we close it before we flush it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are your weird washroom habits, guys? Let us know.
All right, moving on.
All right.